Well, I think there's a lot of good takeaways from it. I liked our intensity. Our energy was good. Obviously, I have to go back and look at the film and see some of the details that we will need to clean up. But again, I loved our guys' energy and enthusiasm and pulling for one another throughout the whole game.
It's so hard even in a training camp setting to simulate the pace and speed of an NBA game. You know, how good was it for your group to see the pace at which the Pelicans played at in that first quarter, and then eventually for your team to respond to it?
I thought it was great. I think you have to feel that. Like you just said, I don't think you can simulate that in practice. So going up against a team that is going to run, make or miss, it really stressed, how much we have to get back in transition defense, being able to build a wall in front of guys. They got a lot of easy baskets even after makes. So we have to learn and understand early that it's about us getting stops in transition and getting stops in general to be able to get out and run.
Wendell's worked so hard this offseason. He's talked about working on his shooting. When he's able to make threes in the fashion in which he did tonight, how much does that help create space for your other guys especially?
He does so much. Just his ability to roll to the basket and us finding him in the pocket where he's able to make plays, but then his ability to step out and knock down the three, changes the game a ton because we have guys that can also put pressure on the rim, and now he's a spacer as well.
Two rookies made their NBA preseason debuts tonight. What did you see out of Anthony and Jett?
Well, I'm just happy they got that one under their belt. I think that's the biggest part of it for them. We always talk about them starting their journey, and they'll always remember this first preseason game. And I think that's big for them. Obviously, there'll be a bunch to look at on the film, and we'll go back and check it out and be able to talk to them about the things that we saw. But again, just happy for them to be able to, put this one under their belt.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach Mose.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
It felt good. We had good chemistry out there for our second unit guys, and we were up to pretty much the whole games past the second half, so we got in a good groove, honestly.
You had draft night, you had summer league, you had your first day of training camp. How much did this feel like the next step in your NBA journey, so to speak?
I would say it kind of sunk in now. Now is the point. I was telling Navy it feels like my career right now before the tip-off. So it was kind of a cool moment there, but for the most part, it was a good experience.
In training camp, teams do their best to simulate what live game action would be like, but it's hard. How much did it feel at a different speed when you step on the court?
Honestly, during training camp, the coaches and the players, they did a good job of simulating of what was to come today, and I felt pretty comfortable when I got out there due to how good training camp was collectively. So I felt like it was pretty similar.
How good did it feel to see that first one go in?
I felt good after missing the first two. Finally, kind of like a relief, but yeah, it felt pretty good.
We've talked about the bond that you and ED have to kind of get to go through this together. First, as you said, lean on each other at times. How nice is it to have somebody who's gone through very similar things to what you are?
It's pretty good. To have somebody that's going through the exact same scenario that you are, it brings a level of comfortability and someone to lean on, and we stay in the same building, so it's pretty cool to just have somebody there. It's like a brother. We have that connection, so it's definitely an advantage.
As somebody who's sitting on the sideline there, how would you grade that Paolo dunk?
Oh, it was a 10 out of 10. Did not expect it, but that's who he is. He's a really good basketball player, so I should expect that from now on.
How did it feel to go out there and get the preseason started?
It feels good. Like I was saying earlier, it's always good to just be out there at the long training camp, with just going against each other, beating each other up every day. It's always good to go against an opposing team. So, just to get started, get up and down the court a little bit is always good.
We talked all training camp and this morning, in fact, about stuff you've worked on, putting so much effort into your shot,
Yeah.
and seeing if it would translate.
Yeah.
To see 4 or 5 go down from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
How good did that feel for all the work you put in?
Man, it feels good because, you put in all the work, and then you go into a game and, sometimes you have off nights, sometimes you have on nights like I did tonight. So, it feels good for the first game to be an on night for me, and then for my teammates to find me. I give a lot of credit to my teammates, trusting in me for taking those shots and pushing me to, to continue to take those shots, miss or make. So I give a lot of credit to them for sure.
When you're shooting like that, can you feel the spacing it starts to create for the rest of your teammates as guys have to come out further and contest you?
No, absolutely. We got a lot of talented guards and forwards that can get down into the paint, and Markel, P, and Franz. So, with me being able to shoot more and more, it just opens up, more space for them to get into the paint to make more plays.
They're a team that plays with such pace. The way they come out in the first quarter, how good was that for your group to kind of experience that type of pace as you get ready for regular season action? And how did you like your group's ability to adjust, as the game went on?
It felt good. Like I was saying this morning, New Orleans is a hell of a team when they're healthy. I think they was like top 3 in the West last year before they had their injury. So, it just feels good to be able to go out there and go against one of the top teams in the league. And then we just made adjustments down the stretch. When we figured out, what they were trying to do, getting Zion going, getting B.I. going, CJ going, we just made our adjustments throughout the game. And that's something that going into the year as guys start to, we have more games, we have more film on people, we'll be able to make adjustments earlier in games.
You've seen a lot of dunks in your career. How would you grade that Powell one early in the
Paulo gonna have a lot of those. He's a guy who he's always in attack mode, and we always tell him to attack the rim first. It's definitely probably right now in his career probably top 5 for sure.